Well, hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Shani. I'm a part-time reseller, and this is a Ship With Me. Today is Tuesday, February the 25th, and I have 3 sales going out that I need to get ready, and then I have a fourth that we're gonna talk about. I've already given it to the person. It was a Facebook local pickup. So anyway, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Yesterday was I did not make an eBay sale. Yesterday eBay was kind of crickets, actually. I sent out a few offers, but no one accepted my offers. Coming off of the weekend, my Saturday was ridiculous. Did I even have a sale on Saturday? No, I had no sales on Saturday. All of my sales from the weekend were on, Friday. I sold 4 things on Friday, nothing on Saturday. And then I had 8 sales on Sunday, which is crazy. But anyway, I've already done that video, so I'm not going to talk about it. If you're interested in seeing what's been selling, especially on the weekends, then check out that video. And yeah, we're just going to jump into it. I have a busy day planned. I'm driving down to my flea market booth. For those of you if this is your first time here, I am a full-time hospice on-call nurse. I work 7 days in a row, and then I get 7 days off. So I have 2 flea market booths that are right next to each other. So you can expect to see random items in my hauls. I don't just thrift one thing. I love vintage. I love antique. I love hard goods, and I love clothes as well. So I do everything. So that could maybe some resellers would be like, oh, that's too much for me. But that's just kind of who I am. So I will buy things that aren't going to bring me a whole lot that I can just put in my flea market booth. And so you'll see all kinds of random items coming and going through my house. But anyway, I'm just gonna point out, because I feel like when you're on videos, a lot of people just get all dolled up with makeup and hair, and that's just not who I am. And I am in my mid-40s. I am dealing with hormonal acne, and it's one of those things. When you're here, you're gonna get the real me. And so I apologize. I'm just like, really, I've got to go on camera, and I have been, so now you're really going to see it because I've pointed it out. But let me just throw it out there. So if anyone's going to comment on it, there you have it. I know it's there. So please do not judge me. Okay, let's just get on with it. So I did have a Poshmark sale, and truthfully, so I know we're only in February, but if it's a last year's item, even if I bought it at the very end of last year, unless it's kind of a special item, I want to make my money back. I just want to get my money back on that item and kind of just get rid of it and go on with the new year. So in this item, I definitely just was like, just get it out of here. You all have seen, I have a little pallet place that's not far from me. I have not went there this year yet. The last time I went there was in December. And truthfully, I was looking for kind of some Christmas presents. So this pallet place, their fee structure, their highest day is $9, and then every day it kind of goes down. But they have clothing bins over to the side. Anything you get ends up coming out to, if you're paying with your card, it ends up coming out to $207 each. And I do pay with my card when I'm there because I like to be able to, track that money the best way I can for taxes. That's one bad thing about like garage sailing. I know you keep those ATM receipts that shows that you're pulling out the money to go to garage sales and things. That will help. That's, what my person's told me to do. But anytime I can use a card, I'd rather use a card so I do have that tracking. But anyway, I'm not an accountant. I think for most resellers, that's the worst part about this is doing your taxes. So, anyway, so I did pick up anytime they have little cute, children's clothing, I go ahead and pick it up. So this was $207 and it's just a little Target Cat and Jack dress. Now that, I don't know if I got this other thing on the same day, but I also got this swimsuit. That's a Cat and Jack. It's brand new with tag. Isn't that the cutest? So I decided to put them together. In all honesty, I have a clothing rack in my flea market booth, and I kind of should have put them in there. I would have maybe done a little bit better. My flea market booth is down in a lake. It's a lake town where people, in the summertime go to the lake. If you're familiar with Branson, Missouri, where Silver Dollar City is, it is not far from there. So that's where my flea market booths are. And I have a clothing rack. And sometimes I can, put some clothes on that. Clothes that maybe I just get and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna sell that in the flea market instead of wasting my time online. And truthfully, I should have done that with these. So I lotted them together. I posted them for $15 plus shipping on eBay. I cross-posted it to, excuse me, Poshmark. And I ended up, for some reason on Poshmark, it only was $12. And I don't know, truthfully, I don't know how that happened. I must have glitched with my fingers or something. I don't know. I use Vendoo as my cross-posting tool, but I got an offer of $9 on Poshmark. And this is where I really struggle with Poshmark, because anytime you list an item less than $15, you automatically get charged a fee of $2.95. Poshmark fee is regularly 20%. So it has the highest fees, and then anything under $15 is $2.95. So, if you want to sell a $7 item on there, you can, but you just have to be you just have to know that $2.95 is coming out of that. So I got an offer of $9, and I really waited because I was like, I feel like that's just too low. And I'm getting to the point of, if it's less than $10, I don't want to take an offer on it. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I also want to clear out old items. So I bought this at the end of last year. So I started going to the pallet place, I think in September. And so I bought this sometime at the end of the year, last quarter anyway. So each item was $207. And then I got the offer of $9, which means that I'm not going to be making hardly anything. But so I debated all day long yesterday on, do I want to accept this or not? So I ended up just counter offering at $10, even though it was only $1 more. I was like, I feel like $10 for these two little items is good. I recognize that on Poshmark, they also are paying probably a higher shipping cost than what they would if, she would have bought this on eBay. And it's you can't tell them, hey, if you go to my eBay store, I'll give you a good deal. You can't do that or you're going to get kicked off. So anyway, I just countered offered at 10. I'm still hardly making anything. My net profit came to $705, and that is not claiming that $4 and something in cost of goods, because I claimed that last year. So basically, I'm just getting my money back for this item, and it was a bummer. But it is Poshmark, so it's gonna go in this Tyvek priority mail envelope, and I'm done with it. So anyway, I'm not gonna like pout over it because it's like I'm the one that accepted the offer, and I'm just kind of glad to get it going. You know what I mean? Plus my sales have been down, so it's like I feel like it is the year of sales. Like if it's a good offer, even a somewhat good offer, and it's like an item from last year, I feel like I'm gonna most likely accept it unless it's just a crazy low offer, which we all get those as well. But anyway, I'm drinking my protein, y'all. Drink your water, drink your protein. These are amazing. If you need protein in your life, Core Powers, they're amazing. And this tastes like a milkshake, which is pretty good. So, okay. Then I had 2 Etsy sales, which is crazy because I had an Etsy sale on Sunday, and then I turn around on Monday and I get 2 more. And Etsy was doing pretty good in December. And then it was like after Christmas, I still had like a couple more sales after Christmas. And then, oh my goodness. I'm sorry to interrupt this message. I'll be back. I am back. I'm so sorry. I am like becoming the stupidest like bird watcher. We have started, my husband and I have started a list of species that we are keeping track of, like, you know, the ones that we are seeing. And so we have this huge bird feeder out here, and we got a brand new species that landed right when I was doing my video, and it's a red-winged blackbird because I got my camera, I Google lensed it, and it was so pretty, and I was so excited, but I was so sad my husband wasn't here to see it, but I just had to send him all the pictures that I took and let him know that we had a new species. So, but excuse me, I know I'm a dork, but I was just so excited, you know, because the weather is getting warmer here. And so we're starting to have some more species show up. We've had like finch and I call them the Missouri bluebirds, and dove pretty much this winter. That's the only species we've had, but we're starting to get new ones coming through. And so I saw it, and I saw the orangey red on his wing, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it just, cause they're like the size of a robin, you know, so they're a little bit bigger than the small ones we've been seeing. But anyway, yeah, excuse my dorkiness. But anyway, back to the show. Here we go. This next item was an Etsy sale. So like I've said, the next 2 items, I've really started getting, I was getting some Etsy sales during December, and then it kind of has shut down after Christmas, but I'm continuing to list. So this is my title is Vintage 1970s Collared Long Sleeve Snap Bodysuit, Women's Small Floral Retro. That is my title. I tried to use as many keywords as possible. It is very cool. The brand tag had been cut out, and I stated that. And then I provided measurements. It's like halfway buttoned. Just a very cool retro bodysuit. You can tell it's like the polyester feel. But the elastic seems to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, it's pretty good shape. I have another one of these. I bought 2 of these together, and I think, did I look them up? Yes, I got these in August in a bag sale for $1.04 was my cost of goods on this last year. So I'm recouping my money back. Plus it was a pretty good sale. I sold this for $24.99 plus shipping. on Etsy. And my net profit after fees and shipping costs and all that is $22.56. So I was very happy with that. I am just gonna ship this in a poly. I'm like still on a high from that bird. I can't even believe it. At first when it flew in, I was like, is that an Oriole? I thought it was an Oriole. And then I was like, no, it's not. And I don't see those birds very often, so. Okay, so it's gonna get in a little clear poly, and then I am gonna send it in a 13 by 10. And you know, I wanna put a thank you sticker in this, so I am gonna leave this open for now. But let me put my, I almost wanted to message this lady and say, hey, I have another one. If you're interested, I'll give you a really good deal to get rid of both of them, but I might send her a little note. So, okay. And then the second Etsy sale, I realized after I got this together, I realized that they asked for me to put a little, happy birthday note in there. And so I'm gonna do that and I'll show you guys. But this is a vintage Jungle Joe Safari soft stuffed plush talking teddy bear backpack. Cause he has a backpack on. So it is the cutest thing and it has a press here.
Hi, I'm Jungle Joe.
So he still talks. And I've had this forever. He did not sell for forever, and it's made me so sad. But I'm gonna put him in a box because I don't want his talking thing to get hit, and then by the time he gets there, he's dead. Does that make sense? So anytime, I send a lot of plush in poly mailers, but if they're talking, I try to put them in a box that they won't, it won't be pushed. I don't know if it's for a boy or girl, so I'm gonna use this kind of yellow-green tissue paper. I think 2 will be good. Now, I could not find it in my last year's inventory. I know I've had them for a while, but, so my cost of goods, I sold this for $10 plus shipping. I'm gonna be honest, I ended this and sold similar and lowered my price because I knew I had had this thing for so long. So I am ready. I'm so glad it sold. I'm ready to get it out of here. So my net profit is $8.52. So there's a little tissue, and then I have had this in my crafting stuff for so long. I'm never gonna use it. I know y'all are getting on to me because I'm using my teeth and I shouldn't. But it's just like this happy birthday sticker that I'm never gonna use because I've had it for years and I've never used it. So, well, maybe, see, I've had it so long, it might have lost its thing. Okay, well, it's not gonna work because I've had it for too long. But, have a backup plan. I have these cute little, what do you call them, stamps. There's a couple happy birthday ones. Happy birthday, here we go. So, I don't know if it's for a boy or girl, but this is just a generic happy birthday. Actually, you know what? I like this other one better. So, do I spend this much time and make all of these gifts, this pretty? No. But here's what I'm thinking. Sometimes you can get repeat customers because of the time and the effort you put into things. And even though I'm only making $8.52 on this, and I've had this thing for probably 2 years, I want to make this special for my customer's little one. So I'm going to do this. I just happen to have some ink because my address labels use ink. So hopefully, I don't have my stamp that normally holds this. I don't know where it's at, truthfully. So hopefully this works. If not, I'm just gonna go to plan B. Well, it kind of worked. It says happy birthday in there. I don't know where my acrylic thing is that holds this. So, I need to get some like generic, like little, oh, that's a little bit better. I need to get some generic happy birthday cards, like just cheapy ones that you can find at the Goodwill bins, you know? And just put them in, like when someone asks to put a note, you just put them in. So, okay. All right, so I put some happy birthday stamps on there. So hopefully that's good enough for them. And, you know, it didn't take too much of my time. And if it means I get a repeat customer, then that's the bomb. So, and I've said before, just because I'm only making $8 on this doesn't mean that this sale is any less special than another one. So you have to treat all your customers good. Okay, there we go. There was like a hair under some things, and that looked gross to me. I am just recycling a box. That's all I'm doing. I don't even know what came in this. Okay. All right. So got it together. It's going in a box and I'm putting my label on it. Okay. So there is that one. So I've done all 3 of those. The 4th sale I sold yesterday was this Wenger Swiss Gear. I don't know where my title's. Is it Wenger? Wenger, W-E-N-G-E-R, Swiss Gear, 17-inch laptop computer case, shoulder bag, carry-on briefcase, black. I have had this since last February. I did find it in my spreadsheet last year. I got it for 79 cents at the Goodwill outlet. So my cost of goods was super low. I've just had this a while. I posted it for $15 plus shipping, and I got a message from a local guy and asked if he could meet up and get this from me. So we met late last night and I got $15 cash. So I've had it for a while, but I am glad to see it go. It did take up some room in my bags and purses box that I have them all in. So I was super happy about that. So 4 sales yesterday, starting off okay for the week, and I am just gonna keep listing. I am working on my last haul. I'm working on getting those items posted, and yeah, so that's what I've got this week. I am off this week, so I'm gonna run to the booth today, do some more thrifting today to get, to find more things that will carry me through my next week while I'm working, and that's all I got. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for dealing with my bird watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.